What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Sanctum podcast. That is a beautiful Snorlax mug. Holy, I want one.
Yo, bruh, GameStop.
I want it.
GameStop.
I want it right now.
Yo, GameStop also hit
can
me
I have a
up for
Munchlax?
sponsors.
I want Munchlax.
Yo, that'd be dope. Imagine getting like a Snorlax mug and then like a Munchlax bowl.
Oh, for ramen? Dude, that'd be lit.
Okay, so GameStop, just don't do the bowl with the hole on the side. That's stupid as shit.
The mug is definitely a mood. The mug is definitely a mood. It's perfect. I need one of those for, dude. That's like for a giant cup of tea, dude, right there. When you're feeling tired, right there.
This is my big boy mug.
This is when he's feeling like he's falling asleep playing Gacha.
Wait, did I pour a whole G? I did.
I think.
Imagine how much G Fuel I could put in here.
Dude, that's a lot of G Fuel.
Okay,
Welcome everybody to our 16th episode of the Gaming Sanctum podcast. Just forewarning, next week we will not be here, or I will not, because I will be at PAX East. So unfortunately, I will not have my setup, and I will not be able, unless I do a scuffed ass podcast and I just do it from my phone. But yeah, we're probably not gonna do that. Maybe if Junior has time, we'll do it on Monday morning or like mid-afternoon. If he wants to do it during his stream or something, we can record it then and then just upload it late, and then it would be perfect because I would have all the I'd have all the lowdown from everything that happened at PAX over the weekend.
We're gonna have a
and
special
all the footage.
episode. Why did I do what the fuck did I eat before this stream? I am hyped. Okay, anyways, so on Monday we could do the post PAX podcast. Triple P.
Yes. Triple P.
Wait, we're pushing P. We're pushing P.
Oh no.
Just holding P.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna cancel.
Wait a minute. I have an issue right now. I'm supposed to get a freaking ticket from this stupid thing that I bought in FFXIV. I got no ticket. Where's my sorry Euro ticket?
Hold up.
What the?
Bro, this is so.
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
even pinky out with this. Just hold up.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna do a single summon. Okay.
Refreshed.
Oh, it's not a 5-star. God damn it, man. At least give me Leo or something. I hate this game. Anyway, we're going to be starting off this podcast talking about Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary and the trailer. We got some stuff coming from Nomura himself that he pretty much confirmed that he did want to work on Virum Rex, but he did not think it was going to be fair to the Kingdom Hearts fans. So unfortunately, people like me, like I'm sorry, I am so over Sora's arc. I know a lot of people love Sora, but like after seeing Remind DLC, like I was all about Versus 13. If you guys never seen the Versus 13 trailer, it's the most goriest, hypest. Like the man literally snaps someone's neck by jumping on his fucking back and snapping it with his thighs, dude. Like it's crazy. It's so gory.
Bruh.
And he pretty much said that, yeah, Virum Rex will be like, we're still going to do it, but after Kingdom Hearts 4, unfortunately.
Also, I don't know, is anybody else one of those people that was playing Kingdom Hearts 3? You go to the freaking Toy Story place, and then suddenly Virum Rex plays, and you're like, what happened to my game? And you're just like, what the hell's going on? And then like, that. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, that's an ad for a freaking game in a game.
Yeah, right. It was so weird. I was like, what the hell is this?
I was like, what's going on?
It was so weird. You've watched the trailer, right, for Kingdom Hearts 4?
Yes.
So you saw like all the hidden Easter eggs he put in there. There was so much stuff. There's definitely a Star Wars world.
Yes.
They
or an Endor right off the bat.
Yep. I was like, I picked it up right away. People that watched my reaction comment on YouTube were like, damn, you got a sub just for noticing that Star Wars was in it. I was like, how do you not notice that world is like fucking Knights of the Old Republic? That area was in Knights of the Old Republic.
Big fans. And
then what's the other thing? You know how the Ultima, like the Ultimania books from Final Fantasy and all that. So like they put in the modern day Tokyo where Sora is walking around the town, it shows Fabula Books, which is Fabula Nova Crystallis, the company that makes the Ultimania. So I was like, what the hell? Nomura is literally Fivehead. He's putting all this shit in the fucking game. What do you think about the combat that they showed?
That okay. You know,
I couldn't tell if that was like a sequenced thing or if that was actual combat. I mean, it is
I think
Unreal
that was
Engine 5.
I think it was like literally like just a cutscene because it reminds me of remember like the secret like the secret ending from
It
Kingdom
reminded
Hearts
me of God
1
of
that
War.
nobody got.
It reminded me
Well,
of
no,
God of War Ragnarok when you're in
yeah.
middle of boss fight and you literally got these cutscenes where you're pressing
Oh,
button
you're talking about
prompts.
the quick time things?
Yeah, like when you're fighting the hell's his name starts with a B, Thor's brother or son or nephew, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh,
You know who
yes.
I'm talking about, right? He's literally fist fighting the dude outside of his house. Like that is kind of what it reminded me of.
I can't remember his damn name now.
Yeah,
But
it's
anyways,
really pissing me off. Someone in chat will say it, probably, maybe.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, that combat's so crazy. You're jumping around. You're freaking swinging like Spider. I'm like, I don't know, man. That looked pretty sequenced. Like, I don't know. They are doing a lot like how Final Fantasy VII Remake does their cutscenes. It goes from like CGI immediately, like smoothly transitions right into like the game's engine, which is fucking actually crazy. Like the big thing with that to me, like Unreal Engine 5 being on Kingdom Hearts 4 being on Unreal Engine 5 means that they're also probably going to port Remake to Unreal Engine 5 because he stated in an interview that they were originally using Unreal Engine 4, but then they ended up just moving all their assets to 5. So I feel like that's probably going to delay Remake a little bit because I feel like they're probably going to want to utilize 5.
Yeah,
what I've heard is easy to port everything. It's just like a copy paste kind of thing with Unreal, like just porting everything over.
Well, they're trying to make it. Well, that's the whole point of the whole conference. They're really trying to make it to a point where like whatever project you're working on, that's cool. Just throw it in there, and it shows like with Fortnite because Fortnite it was literally like it was so fast that they changed it over to Unreal 5. Nobody even knew. Like what? Unreal 5 now?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that. I remember you told me that like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Damn, I didn't even know," because you couldn't even really tell the difference, to be honest.
They did it when Naruto dropped. They like changed it to Unreal 5.
Yeah, and I played before that, like way before that, so I didn't even remember what it looked like beforehand. So I was like, I thought this was just Fortnite.
Yeah, I was just like, man, this looks pretty nice. You know, every time I log in, I'm like, no, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Often.
Yeah, I mean, I logged in for a little bit, did the the vaulting without no building. It's pretty fun, but like, I mean, it's Fortnite. It's like you said the other day. It's like it's how I used to play it anyway, without building. Like, oh man. Going on from Kingdom Hearts, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy 14, guys. I know a lot of people in both of our communities love Final Fantasy 14, play the crap out of it, love the lore, love the story. A lot of, one thing that people didn't like was PvP, but they did a new update to PvP for 14 with patch 6.1 that just dropped on Tuesday, like 4 days ago. And they pretty much changed all of PvP. So if you used to play PvP and you think you know what you're doing, you have absolutely no clue because they changed all the skills. It's like one of those things where you queue up for PvP, and when you get into PvP, all your skills are different. And it used to be like that before, but now all the skills are different again. So they all do different things.
Well, they did it like a while ago. Like when 14 started PvP, they got the first, like they put Feast in before it was called Feast. It was like 8-man, right? And then like, so they had that. And when they had that, pretty much, they separated all the skills so that you didn't have to like worry about different kind of things on there, and then like they kind of went from there. That was kind of the thing.
They had like the PvP skill set, right? The PvP skill menu, and then the actual PvE menu. I forgot what other game does that. Is it Lost Ark?
I don't know.
I feel like a couple of MMOs do that, either Lost Ark or BDO or some other game does that. Oh, Guild Wars does that. Guild Wars 2. I remember I used to play that game a lot. But.
Yeah, and they mainly do that because they want to keep the OP feeling of like the PvE, and then they give you a balanced feeling in PvP.
That way you can play at any level. It doesn't matter what level you are. You don't need to be level 80 to learn this skill to be able to use the PvP stuff.
Exactly, and it gives you like abilities that like you would need, like as a Dragoon, for example. When you jump on somebody, it like sends you back to where you started at.
Yep.
Which is not practical for PvP really. So they gave you a gap closer move that like actually is purely for PvP, and you literally just jump on top of the enemy and stuff like that. And they gave like for like monk, they gave a special move where like literally you just like dash at them pretty much, and you can just like you'll be right.
From what I've heard from people, monk right now is broken in PvP.
Monk,
it's really good.
Monk is so I remember Yoshi P like a long time ago, he was saying that they don't like to mess with monk too much because monk is an insane, like that's a skill cap class.
Yeah.
Like if you are good, it is noticeable just as much as if you're bad. But like they made it like right now how they have it, they didn't touch, if you notice like the last patch, they wouldn't touch Grease Lightning because he said that if they add one more level to Grease Lightning, then the bad players will be noticeable.
Yep.
And he didn't want to have that.
They don't even have that move in PvP anymore.
Balance. Yeah,
they took it out.
Grease Lightning is crazy.
From what I've heard from people that have played it, because I haven't got to play it yet, but I've been watching a lot of streams. I've been watching people play it on YouTube. They made every class significantly easier to play, pretty much to draw in the casual audience that was, not wanting to do PvP before because they were like, I'm not trying to get shit on. Yeah. So now, I mean, PvP is really popular in the game now. Only thing I don't like is they made the new game mode, the 2 new game modes. You can't queue duo queue. You can't queue. You just solo queue.
Solo queue only.
But you can host
matches.
You can host customs.
Yeah.
So like that's also something we could do in the future too, if you ever catch up.
Yeah.
Because that the Bomberman is it is separate. Yeah. The Bomberman thing is, dude, that shit's so fucking fun. It looks so fun. It's literally like Payload from Overwatch, but with Bomberman like field effects going on, I guess, like traps and stuff. It's really cool. I'm just going to list off quickly for you guys a couple of things because there's a lot of stuff that they added in 6.1. Like 6.1 was a massive update, and then 6.2 is going to be even bigger because they're going to have the cross data center and all that play and travel and all that stuff. But that doesn't come till 6.18. But for right now, 6.1 patch notes, you got Newfound Adventure. That's the name of the patch. Alongside a new story quest line, 6.1 also includes a new 24-player alliance raid, more housing options, and much more. 10 new main scenario quests along with the Newfound Adventure, 4 new Chronicles of a New Era quests starting with a mission in Mordona. That's where it starts. 4 new role quests starting with Bitter Snow. New chapters have been added to New Game Plus, which means you can do all of Endwalker and New Game Plus now. Yep. Certain main scenario quests for A Realm Reborn have been revised. So remember a couple weeks ago we all talked about how they were changing some of the quests in Realm Reborn, making them easier, and also adding the whole solo queue with the trust system. That's in here too now.
Well, it wasn't so much like it needed to make it easier because the Realm Reborn was really easy. It's just they had to make it more bearable because it was
unbearable.
Like, it made me quit twice.
It made me quit twice.
It was so bad playing a Realm Reborn and like. Bro, it was hard. And the only reason I got through is because I was literally like
chat,
in 2 days.
You guys don't understand. You don't understand, chat. Like when me and Junior first did it, they had 300 quests after, like before you even finish A Realm Reborn. Not like 300 throughout 1 through 60. You get to 60 and there was 300 fetch quests. Like it was so bad. And they nerfed it twice by a third. So it's like it's way less now. I think it's like 70 something quests. It was so bad. But dude, oh man, I'm so glad. And so they keep revising it because they know that while A Realm Reborn is like the foundation for the story, especially when you beat Endwalker, you kind of look at Realm Reborn, you're like, you know what? I kind of respect A Realm Reborn a little bit more now because it literally built the entire plot going forward.
Apparently they're going to be patching the PvP to be able to group with friends.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. I did see that. I can't wait because that looks fun.
Yeah, like especially if you could hold the customs. Okay, so I have 2 things. So my whole problem with Final Fantasy 14 is I used to always play with like all my friends like from that I used to work with and whatnot, and like that's all we did. Like we would sit there for like 12 hours a day, and that's all we did. and we like we would do multiple like classes and all sort of shit. Sometimes we do extra characters and stuff like that. So there's that. But then also the other part is when I get into Final Fantasy 14, I want to raid so bad, and I wish I could like not want to what I'm saying, get that involved, because I also all the people that because we used to I didn't do it when it was not against TOS, put it that way. It's now against TOS, but at the time when I did it, because I haven't played since then, I used to sell runs. I used to you used to pay us like 1 million gil.
Yeah, Yoshida don't like that. Yeah,
we would run you through any content you wanted in the game. No matter 1 million gil, you can get whatever the fuck you want. And so like literally, that's what we used to do before it was against TOS. And like
we do that in World of Warcraft all the time too.
As soon as they made it against TOS, we're like, more money,
like running people through mystics and shit. I used to run people through mystics and all that. I used to make so much money off of people.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is like a lot of times, especially depending on the fight, like if it was Titan, for example, we just tell them like, hey, as soon as the fight starts, jump off the map.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you can, jump off the map. We're like, why? I was like, I can do this. No. You're paying us for a reason. So as soon as the fight starts, jump off the map. We'll 7-man Titan.
That's
extreme, funny. And like it'll be better this way. And they're like, okay.
Yeah,
and then,
so you won't fucking die and get all those procs and ugh.
Exactly. So we're just like stuff like that. We used to we hard carried. And then all the people, because we hard carried so hard, everybody on the server, dude, they're like, hey, yo, Junior, are you down to do day ones? So I'm like, yeah, let's do day ones. And I'd go do whatever like trial day one would come out, and we'd farm it, and then we'd sell runs.
Yeah.
I had like several link shells I was in where they just like, hey, can you run
Dude,
with us?
remember
like,
when link shells were pretty much the guild system?
Oh yeah, that was the real guild. Was link shells.
That was so bad. Now link shells are like just like extinct, that no one barely uses them anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing like, unless you set up like a link shell to do like certain farms for mounts and stuff, and you're just like, hey, you guys want to start, so like that. But yeah,
I think I'd be down to play more Final Fantasy 14 if like if somehow we scheduled it in our days. Like together, like, hey, at this time, let's go ahead and let's knock out like weeklies real fast, and we'll do that. I think I'll be more inclined. I'll just like push through the story real fast, and then I'll watch it later. Because
they don't have a skip
care about the story.
They don't have skip until. Do they have a skip already? I thought they usually don't put the skips until like the next patch comes out.
Comes out immediately.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
There's like some of them I skipped and just watch the videos later.
Just buy the skip and then go to the inn and watch the cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly. Just go to and watch the cutscenes. So I might do that again, and then like just because I want to catch up, kind of.
Yeah.
I kind of miss playing it, but like I have to like definitely pace myself. And if we like I said, if we sat there, because I know we have a lot of people in both our discords that play Final Fantasy 14. They're on Diabolos with us. If you guys, anybody listening, you guys want to play with us, or you're in the same data center at Crystal and whatnot, or you're on Diabolos too, and we can definitely link up and do some shit. So like but I have to I think I have to be motivated with like people being on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cool. That's what gets me unmotivated. The only reason I was so motivated to play 14 is because of the story. Like that's the only thing I did. And I obviously I did my dailies, roulettes if I needed to level another character. Like I started leveling warrior because they fucking keep nerfing goddamn Dark Knight to the ground. It's pissing me off. So I'm just leveling a warrior now. But yeah, I mean, if I actually had incentive, like guildmates that wanted to get on, or people wanted to go do PvP, or wanted to do alliance raid or farm mounts, I would fucking play in a day or two during the week to actually do that shit. But as of right now, like no one wants to do that shit by themselves. It's boring.
Well, like, for us too, like by the way, we have a big ass mansion in fucking Limsa, like like full ass. We have everything done, like as far as our guild was concerned. So like I had that there. If like I said, if we knew people were going to be coming through, you guys want to like live in a freaking
in a mansion,
freaking mansion, literally, where we have like almost every collectible up until the last.
But bro, can we buy a mansion on the moon?
That's you gotta. Okay, Yoshi P is now sighing at you, and we enjoy the current living places that we have.
I laughed so hard when he did that shit midstream. He didn't even finish talking to interpret it because he like started understanding the English a little bit. And he's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. He literally like it was funny as hell. He's just like literally in the stream. He's just like
he's literally molding. He was literally molding live on stream.
He was woosawing. It was like
he's like, oh my god, I can't take the stupidity anymore.
He's like, can we get there first? So, it's one of those things.
Let me finish listing off the shit we got in here. So we left off at a certain main scenario quest for Realm Reborn have been revised. Then we got Operation Archon. We got Ultimate Weapon, which is like different than a Mega Weapon. We got Ultimate Weapon now. When playing as a different character in an instance quest battles, actions on the additional hotbar can now be rearranged. Thank fucking God. That was so annoying. Character portraits have been implemented for dialogue in battle during instance quest battles from the 5.0 series and up, which is Realm Reborn, right? No.
Yeah.
No. That's Shadowbringers. Yeah, Shadowbringers. New items are available in exchange for bicolor gemstones from Gemstone Trader NPCs in each area. New craftable items, plots of land in Imperium can now be purchased. A lottery system for purchase of land has now been implemented. So that means they now have a lottery thing instead of the not scalpers, but people with the bots that were buying all the fucking land.
Yeah.
So now they have a lottery system that combats the bots, that makes them not be able to, buy so many plots of land. New hairstyles for the Hrothgar. New prizes are available for purchase using MGP in the Golden Saucer. New hairstyles options for male and female Vieras. And then the last one, we got class reworks, but I'm not going to go over all the class reworks. You guys can look them up on their site if you want, because there's so many. And then they have the duty support added, a system that allows solo players to tackle duties with a party of NPCs. That's now added in the Realm Reborn. So
did they touch dancers?
They're still broken. Yeah, they actually got buffed again.
Thank God.
And then Dark Knight got a buff, but it actually made them worse. So it's like, okay, again, we got fucking 3 fucking expansions in a row, dude. Oh my God, it's now so bad that their survivability is so bad now. You remember when people would try to queue as Dark Knight in Extreme, people would be like, nah, you need to change right now, you're getting kicked.
Yeah.
That's literally what it's at again. That's how bad they are.
You make me want to play Dark Knight again, because you know what happened during that time period?
It's just get good.
I got really bro, you guys don't understand.
I'm still playing Dark Knight.
I'm gonna toot my own horn. I don't go fuck. I am really good at Final Fantasy 14. Like whatever class I'm playing, like literally top of my server almost always. So like I'm tempted. Just like, remember when warriors were completely garbage?
Yeah, they're fucking god. They're god tier now.
I don't know what I'm saying. At the time when they were garbage, I mained them and sold runs with them. I literally would carry people.
People were probably looking at you like, this guy's fucking scamming me right now.
They're like, yeah, he's like, oh, I'm getting scammed. I'm like, no, bro, watch this. And we would like either 1 or 2 shot it, and they're like, how? I got good.
Oh my God! Yeah, a lot of people need to get good.
Like, bro, I've been playing MMOs since EverQuest. Okay, I think I'm ready for
EverQuest, RuneScape, fucking all that shit. And then a feels good man moment was the godfather / creator of Final Fantasy itself, Hironobu Sakaguchi, talked about what made him fall in love with Final Fantasy 14 and what it taught him about the series that he helped create. And he went on in an interview. It is kind of long, but it's kind of like important. I felt like it was important to 14 and like, the creation of 14 and where he's like headed with it. And there's actually some cool stuff that he announced kind of like early. So a lot of people thought that he was going to be going into retirement because he kind of hinted at that. But literally playing 14 vitalized the love of gaming for him so much that he wants to make games again. So I'm just going to read this from this interview that IGN did with him. Hironobu Sakaguchi is in planning stages for new projects after receiving multiple offers, despite numerous hints over the years that he might be slipping into something that looked like retirement. Final Fantasy creator Hironobu Sakaguchi appears to be far from done making games. In an interview with IGN, Sakaguchi confirmed that he's been approached with 1 or 2 offers for a new project that he's currently considering in between sessions of Final Fantasy 14. They're still in the planning stages where he's deciding on how the business will work and putting together the contracts and all that. So it's not as if they've already started development or anything, but he does think that they're going to be working on something, he said. And of course, the more concrete those plans start to look, the more he feels like he needs to play 14 while he still can, because he doesn't have a lot of... if you guys don't know, lead developers do not have a lot of time to game. Like, they are super, super fucking busy. Sakaguchi has been spending a lot of time gaming lately, especially Final Fantasy 14, though he added in the same interview that he isn't interested in getting involved with its development. 14. He's not interested in getting involved with 14's development because a lot of people have asked. Even Yoshida himself
Yep.
has like literally said, hey, if you want to work on something like a new patch with us, something, like, feel free.
Yeah.
And he says he doesn't want to at all because he doesn't want to learn any inside information about it, because he wants to experience it for himself as a player. So he does not want to be involved with development at all. But he is playing other games too, trying to get in as much gaming as possible before he dives into a new project of his own. When he's really involved in making a game, he says, I have surprisingly little time for anything else. I play games once I'm done making one. I played Ghost of Tsushima because I had time to do it. Once I start a new game, I feel like playing whatever's new when I finish. But that's why I at least want to play through Horizon Forbidden West and more of 14 before I start my next game. So that was the interview that he had with IGN. So he is going to eventually probably work on 1 or 2 new projects. And this man is still simping over 14. Like, bro, if you've looked at his Twitter page, he is literally a Final Fantasy 14 stan account. He literally only posts fucking pictures of his dumbass Lalafell every fucking day. It pisses me off because I fucking hate Lalafells. Oh my god. Oh shit, dude. But I don't know if you saw the I was watching on my stream the other day. My good friend Night Sky Prince, a lot of you guys may know him. He did a video. I'm going to be talking about his video a little bit here on this particular topic, which IGN also covered. So there's this Japanese clothing line brand called Uniqlo, and they handle 14 merch in Japan. And a lot of people have been speculating that 16 is going to be announced soon, because this company accidentally leaked a Final Fantasy clothing line, and lo and behold, it was a brand new Final Fantasy 16 logo that we have never before seen. And you could pre-order this clothing line, like the pre-order was up, and you could pre-order it until the 28th. That's when pre-orders closed. So that means that's when they were going to ship out the close of pre-orders and then start handling processing and shipping. But they noticed, like, oh fuck, we weren't supposed to do that, and they literally took everything down. So
I remember, like, it had like a new logo. Showed what looked like an Ifrit.
Yeah,
or a Bahamut.
It almost looked like a Bahamut, but then Night Sky Prince pretty much put a side by side of Ifrit from the trailer, and I was like, oh, that's definitely Ifrit.
Shot of Ifrit, with his mouth open.
Yeah, I think it's literally Ifrit. So yeah, dude, I don't know. I think which sucks, because I have a feeling it's gonna be beginning of May or end of April. We're gonna hear something for 16, and I'm literally going to PAX next week. And dude, it would have been so hype if they would announce a release date and they're like, yeah, there's gonna be a demo next month, and like it would have been at PAX or something. Like, fuck, man.
No, they could do, like, remember what happened with the Final Fantasy remake when they actually like showed off, like, they asked people, like, Square Enix is like, hey, could you guys come to the back? We're gonna let you play a demo of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, dude,
what?
I'd be screaming. If they see me walking around with my media pass and my fucking little camera, and they're like, hey, you want a fucking demo 16? Excuse me, what?
Yes.
I'll give you my left nut to preview 16.
At least.
At least the left nut. You want both? I'll give you both. Have my children. I don't even care.
I came to make a deal.
I'm finna get 1 million views on YouTube right now. Come on. Oh man.
Yep. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, to see, like, when clothing lines, or like sometimes you see like drinks or something like come out of that. Remember they used to do Final Fantasy potions, right?
Even 15, didn't they have the ramen thing?
Yep.
That was like kind of leaked too, and they will let people like, the fuck?
Well, it's kind of funny because, like, even it happens with, like, Mountain Dew when they show off, like, the Halo stuff too.
Oh, the Halo, yeah.
And then, like, it shows, like, you're like, oh, that's a scene from the game that I didn't know was gonna be in there. But that's kind of cool, you know. Like, I remember, like, when we saw, like, Reach, they had put out a line of, like, Mountain Dews, and everybody's like, huh,
yeah,
that's interesting. There's a bunch of characters. Do the same thing with, like, Marvel has the same thing where, like, they release a toy and everybody's like, is that, wait, like, is that supposed to be out? Because I don't think that. Okay, cool, that's coming soon. Dope.
Jay, so, I don't have kids, but they're about to have my kids if they ask me that question.
Oh,
so
would you give up your kids for this? Yes,
I would sacrifice them.
At least.
But
yeah, no, it's an interesting thing, but yeah, it was kind of cool to see like the clothing thing, even though it was like literally up for like half an hour or something like that, 50 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Before they were like, oh
Man,
shit.
it's
So it
like
makes
these days you can't do shit like that anymore. People fucking like instantly, dude.
and
Dude,
like
you're fucked.
but I think if you look at it like between now and the end of April, the only thing that's coming up is PAX.
No, don't they have Dream Hacks?
DreamHack
Is
is
in June.
It's in that's between now
So
and
like
April.
between yeah. So that's why I'm thinking it's May. I'm gonna be so mad if it's at Dream Hacks. I'm literally about to book a flight, motherfucker.
Bruh. I'm not gonna talk about that one, but
Yeah,
I gotta hit up. I gotta hit up somebody actually.
Yeah, you
like,
do.
Yo, what the fuck? Bro.
So that's it for
Yeah.
the Square Enix and Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy stuff. I just wanted to kind of section them all together and get it out of the way so you guys don't hear us talking about Final Fantasy the whole fucking time. But I mean, it is Final Fantasy 14. It was one of the most hypest games last year. It did get a shit ton of views, a shit ton of new players, and people are playing it again now. And then same thing with Kingdom Hearts. I was watching reactions, people crying, and I'm like, holy shit! Like I forgot how crazy like Kingdom Hearts fans are, dude. Like,
you know what? So crazy of the Kingdom Hearts fans. You know what? Somebody found Sora's apartment. That was in the trailer.
In real life,
they found the IRL apartment and like put the listing of it. So it was like $2,700 a month or something like that to live in this apartment, this skyscraper. and it's funny because afterwards they're like, "Ha, JK, I think it's the tower across the way," because they just docked somebody.
Oh, you know, I forgot to talk about. I don't want to talk about it for too much, but like I just want to touch on it shortly. I know we have a lot of people that play gacha games. I don't know how many of you guys played Union X when it was out. But if you guys didn't recognize the blonde-haired girl in the trailer, that was, I think her name was Steritzlia or something like that. Steritzlia? Or I something like that. It was a really annoying name. Yeah. That was her in the trailer from Union X. So a lot of people are thinking there's this other female character. I forgot her name. Starts with his X. That Zen's something. I don't even remember. But it's like some kind of nobody or something. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts lore is fucked, but there are a lot of people speculating that she's also going to be in the game as well. So, I mean, if you guys like Union X and you've followed the lore, it seems like very much so the lore of Union X is going to be in that game. And they also announced the mobile game that
another one
I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not. That's too much.
Well, I think Union X, if I remember correctly, one of the packages of Kingdom Hearts has the movie of Union X. So you can
Crossroads.
Just watch.
Yep.
Just watch that.
Yeah. It's on YouTube too. It's like 30 minutes long.
If you just want to skip a whole ass mobile, it's like, because it's offline but online. If that makes sense. You can download the game, play the story, but you can't do anything else other than the story.
Yeah.
Because they needed to have somewhere where people can get that story.
And it's a mobile game, so it's still built very grindy. So
and it's like the prequel, I think, right? It's like before everything or something like that.
Yep. It's literally about Jesus.
It is literally about Jesus.
I forgot his name. Not Zenmos. What the fuck is his name? Starts with an A. Hello?
Ansem?
Yeah, Ansem. Yeah, it's literally about Ansem.
His origin story.
Yeah. Ansem and Zenmos and all them motherfuckers. And how he became evil. Evil.
It was just like a kid.
But yeah, that was pretty much it from all the Square Enix stuff. Moving on, we're gonna go over the Nintendo stuff. So before we do the Nintendo stuff, I think Junior will want to talk about this one.
Oh no.
Monster Hunter teams up with Haikyuu for a feastful anime collaboration.
Bro, it's like weird because it's like,
what the hell?
It was a random ass collab.
That's so weird. What are you gonna do?
Monster
Hit
Hunter
monsters with a volleyball, dude? I'm so confused.
Well, what they did was like, you know, like when they have like those weird dreams. So I know sports anime do this a lot for some reason. Like they'll have like the filler episode where like it's the characters, but they're like in a crazy scenario.
Oh, I think Kuroko no Basket did that.
I know like Prince Tennis did it a lot.
Yeah,
like they would have like this weird ass, like you're like, what the but it's just like a filler episode, and like they pretty much made a collab with Haikyuu. All the characters are dressed up in Monster Hunter armor, and they're doing like little hunt stuff. But the thing is, it is a cafe like collab. So they have for people that don't know, there's 2 Capcom cafes in Japan, where they have like themed everything. Like you get like all the different foods and drinks and also like cute stuff. And we were talking about this earlier, actually. Like I have this book. I'll have stuff like this, where like you'll have the Pikachu rice thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff like that, But like, so like they have at the like cafes that they do different themes, Capcom stuff. So this time they have this weird collab with IQ for springtime. And it's going to be going on for like literally from now until June or something like that.
Yeah, it's really long,
but it's because they do all those cafes do seasonal stuff. So like they'll do like a really quick, hey, we had this collab and this is like limited food you only see one time, and the next time you come there, that's how they keep business there. Is that like they'll just make like new recipes for everything, and then you go there.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to do really bad, I never got to do,
was the Monster Hunter cookbook.
Final Fantasy 14 Cafe, bro.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
That one was sick, dude. It was so cool. They had like a bunch of the food from the game, like all that food that you use.
I remember
for, like,
seeing people.
Stuff.
What's her name? Audrey on Twitter, the one that does all the translations. She went there and was posting pictures. I was so jealous.
Yeah, they have like a full like video game cafe there too inside, so you can like book the PCs, do raids and stuff like that.
Yeah, it reminded me of this place that's actually by you. I think it's called like Gamers Haven or Gamers Heaven or something like that. It's like a.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it's like a boba bar, but they also have anime and gaming and all that. So it's kind of what it reminded me of.
Pretty dope. But yeah, that's kind of like what they have there. And then they also remember they had the trial cleared thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or like they'll like do a special trial. They'll host trial clears.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if you want to get those shirts where it's like, hey, I beat Ultima special version, they had it there.
That's cool.
That was pretty dope. And then the whole bar looked like like when you go to the guild house thing, they have like a special table. Yeah, it's like that.
I want the fucking jacket, dude. Like the Letterman jacket that says 14 on the back, dude. If I could buy that, I'd buy it. But they only give it away to special people. I'm not special. Oh man. But yeah, that collab is going to be on for like 3 or 4 months. It's crazy. But we're going to go on to Nintendo. We got quite a bit of Nintendo stuff today. I think I'm going to start with a bomb about the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, because Digital Foundry actually broke down the trailer, and I think me and Junior were right.
Always right.
Yep. Pretty much.
Except for that one time.
The one time about Kingdom Hearts 4 not being in there, and then they were. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 might be too big for the Nintendo Switch, according to experts. Will The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 launch on an as-yet unrevealed Nintendo console? Some tech experts are theorizing that it could be the case based on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2's most recent found footage. Over on Digital Foundry, first reported by Games Radar, Richard Leadbetter, John Lindman, and Alex Battaglia. These are the people that work at Digital Foundry that dissected it. They dissected the most recent Breath of the Wild 2 footage, pointed out multiple details that suggest the next big Zelda game was maybe too big for the platform, and that the details suggest that the next Zelda game was too big, blah, 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 on the current Switch hardware. He said the trailer was interesting because the image quality seemed really good, I think.
Yeah,
but
way good.
Yeah, and even he was surprised. He was like, I was a little surprised by how sharp and clear this looked compared to the original in general. And me and Junior were talking about that when we watched it. Like the view distance and like the clouds and everything was massively better than the already really good. That's why we were like, there's no way this launches on a regular Switch. There's no way.
I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we're going to very soon, within the next couple months, we're going to get a delay notification for Pokemon. And
they're both going to launch with it.
Switch 2.
Yep.
Or whatever the next Nintendo thing is.
Yep. Or, hear me out, there's another Pokemon remake that launches at the same time as that. Black and White remake.
But yeah, it had like a lot of stuff
Ash
in
and
there
Gray.
that was like, oh my god. Ash and Ketchum versions. But yeah, it had like a lot of stuff in there that I was like looking, and it's funny because they're like experts suggest. I'm like, yeah, I'm a person that played the least couple like 300 hours of thing. I'm probably pretty expert in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Jay, I hate you. He said Pokemon Sword remake. No, Get the fuck out of here.
Actually, if they did it, would be bad. It would look good finally.
Yeah, maybe.
It would look good.
They got a lot of things they need to fix in that game.
They got a lot of other things to fix too, but besides that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like if you like, just looking at the draw distance that you were able to see in there, some of the effects they were using while other stuff was moving, it was like crazy.
Yeah, the gameplay section, not even the CGI section, the gameplay
Yeah.
section was crazy.
Yeah.
Battaglia dove into the specifics. He's like the really big tech guy. He says the volumetric clouds present in the footage would be hard for the current 2017 Switch to pull off, while the camera cuts at like the perfect moments and anti-aliasing are something even the Xbox Series X struggles with. It could be the next
big console.
Yeah. It could be the next Switch. It could be that they just rendered out a trailer on higher resolution and higher settings. Battaglia said, however, the guys were quick to point out that Nintendo generally does not release trailers at a higher quality than the final product.
Exactly.
With one exception being the draw distance for the original Breath of the Wild trailer. But usually when Nintendo does trailers, they don't do what Cyberpunk did and do a completely different fucking trailer for the game, and then the game comes on, you're like,
well, no, like so like
where's the people?
that original Breath of the Wild like draw distance thing. It's literally that opening scene when you get out of the resurrection tomb, and you walk out, and it's funny because in the game it has it like that, and it shows like way further than you're supposed to see, but it's like it's such an iconic thing.
Yeah,
like, other games used it. That's like the Breath of the Wild angle.
Yep.
Right. So like, yeah, that's the only thing they have like fibbed about, and yeah. I don't think this game is going to be on this current Switch.
No. One game I wish wasn't on the current Switch, because then I would actually play it if it came out on the new Switch, was the Fire Emblem Three Hopes. The what is it? The Muso game.
Yeah, the Muso game.
Yeah, they got a. Is this the DLC? I guess already, which is crazy because the game just launched, didn't it?
No, it didn't launch yet.
Oh, okay. This is the actual game. Okay, I was like, wait, I thought the game launched already. Three Hopes introducing the main characters. The trailer positions Byleth as an enemy of the main character. Yeah, I remember we saw the trailer the other day. We were like, what the hell? Byleth is literally the enemy. They give you a new main character that you can choose boy or girl. And then depending on who you choose, you either fight boy Byleth or girl Byleth. But yeah, it's kind of weird how Byleth's the enemy. But I'm excited to see where it goes, because that actually gets me to want to play the game, because I love Three Houses, but like it's a Muso game on the Switch, and the last one did horrible.
The last one, I thought the last one was actually fun, like really.
But the frames were bad, weren't they? I mean, the frames for fucking Persona Strikers were really bad. Never mind that.
It wasn't so bad that I didn't want to play it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Did you play it docked?
No, I played a handheld. Oh, that was moving too.
Jesus Christ!
I was playing on a handheld. I was like, this is fun as shit. But like the cool thing about that game is like it does have a really good story. It has like not a multiverse. Yeah, it's kind of a multiverse story. But it has like characters like from all different
like Crom and shit.
Yeah, I see them like randomly. And like the way it is like there's an enemy that's like pulling people in into the place, which kind of makes sense because the main character from Three Houses was like also trying to manipulate a lot of things.
So like, Super Smash Brothers.
Right? Well, not like that, but it pulled in like every Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Well, that's Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, that's true. They're pulling in every Fire Emblem. That's correct. But yeah, so like the whole game was just like you'd walk through and you'd see like Owlette, whatever. You're like, oh hey, what's up? And you see like and it was also kind of interesting because it would pull in characters like Owlette, and then it would pull her in her son, but they were the same age. And then he was like, all tripping out because he's like, my mom is dead, and why is she here? Like,
Yeah.
So he's just like, and then everybody's like, I was like, is he flirting with her? Or like, he's like, no. This is so weird. Like, I haven't seen her alive in so many years, like stuff like that. So it was kind of cool to watch like the story unfold with that. And so like that's why I'm like looking at it, I'm like, man, that could be kind of interesting to watch the other, like to play the other games. So that was actually a really cool story.
Yeah,
and like tied in like all the different kind of characters.
I might get it just because like I love dude. I have like 300 hours on that game. Like I fucking love that game. I literally played through it 3 different times on all 3 houses. I've never done that for any other Fire Emblem game. I almost did it for which one's the one with Crom? Awakening? No, is it Awakening?
Yeah,
I think it is Awakening. Yeah, that one I put a lot of hours into, but the one after that, I don't remember what the name of that one. Fates, I think. Dude, that one was really bad. God, that one was bad.
There's also Echoes, which is the remake.
Yeah. Oh God. So
really
many,
old
just
one.
so many.
See, I never finished Three Houses because I made a mistake. So pro tip for anybody that's ever like looking at you doing YouTube videos, don't ever record 8-hour VODs. That's not the play. So like when I ran out of space inevitably on the VOD I was recording, of me playing the game, the whole file corrupted after 8 hours of playing the game, and it happened 3 times. So I restarted the game like 4 times.
God, that's
Bro,
pain.
I was so pissed off. I was like, I'm done. I never finished the game.
Yeah, yeah, that's bad. That's
Still in pain after that. Yep.
Yeah. See,
this is why I
this is why I literally
of data or
this
space.
is why I just invested in this. It's actually, I don't know if you know this, but I literally found this out the other day. If you're streaming and or just recording on OBS, if you are recording to your actual hard drive or SSD in your PC, it has a significant chance to have issues and make your PC run way fucking slower. So what I did was I just bought a external hard drive, which I guess everyone recommends. Everyone that does YouTube recommends always record to an external hard drive. Do not record.
I got to.
Yep. Because I am never gonna deal with that again.
Actually, I have 4.
Jesus Christ.
I got another one. I got to open. We're not sponsored by W or Western Digital.
But like, if you guys are listening, if
you're listening,
feel free.
It's pretty good.
Also, Nintendo has acquired land adjacent to their own headquarters for $40 million. No idea what they're going to do with that, but maybe they're extending, or maybe they're going to do another Nintendo Land or something. It's like insane. You just download the VOD from Twitch. The problem with that is it makes the quality significantly worse.
Yeah.
Because
it takes
forever. It does take, like, one time I forgot to record the podcast, and it took me 2.5 hours to download from Twitch.
And the VOD is literally an hour and a half.
Yep.
And imagine if you do any bit longer than an hour and a half.
Yep.
I mean, how many hours? Because I think I tried to download one time. It was like a 4-hour VOD. It took like 8.
You'll hit download and it'll just fucking say preparing, and it'll never pop up to actually fucking download for like so long. It's so weird. But like, it's not even just that for me. I'm like a perfectionist kind of thing. Like, that's why I have such an expensive setup, because I want everything to look good, because I like watching stuff that looks good. So I wouldn't want other people to watch stuff that looks scuffed or like 720p, which if you're streaming in 720p and then ripping it from Twitch, it's not even 720p anymore. It's actually worse. It's like closer to 480 by the time you download it and then render it again and then upload it again to YouTube or something. It gets. I learned from a lot of experience of doing that. That's just not worth it anymore.
It's like when you go to class in school and then like they had a workbook and then they copied it and then they lost the workbook, so they made a copy of the copy, and then they lost a bunch of other stuff, and they're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep on copying, and then all of a sudden you're on the 15th version of the copy. That's what it's like. Don't recommend it. But with the Nintendo thing, like I think a thing is about to happen that a lot of companies are considering, because Tesla's doing it too, and a couple like Ford started doing it, and a whole bunch of other like companies. So this whole microchip production thing,
their own factory, right?
A big issue. So if companies start building their own factories, it's going to cost them more money, and that means that whatever consoles we're
but at least they'll have it, because the plastic drought or whatever you want to call it is just.
Well, it's between that, and then there's like a whole bunch of shipping issues, and then like if countries go to war, then nobody's getting anything.
Yep.
Nintendo has to make Nintendo stuff. So, and if for most people that don't know, Nintendo, when the year starts by like April, they make enough money to have paid for the whole year.
Yeah.
That's how much money Nintendo makes.
And it's like Nintendo hasn't had to worry about the chip shortage or the plastic shortage, because their chips that they had in their Switch was significantly different from what PS5 and Xbox Series X are using. Yep. But if we are correct in thinking that they are in production of making a new Switch next year for the launch of Breath of the Wild, like we said, if they delay Pokemon as well to spring at the same time as Breath of the Wild, 100% there's going to be a new Switch. 100%. And they're going to launch with collector's editions, and they're going to fucking make a lot of money.
Yes.
But if they are making a stronger Switch, they are going to need some way to make their own shit because you cannot get them anywhere right now. It's why you still can't get PlayStations anywhere. It's insane.
I don't know, bro. I just walked to the store. I recently saw a PS5.
Yeah, actually, Target today actually had Target actually had it today.
Dude, in Target, I saw a PS5 and I seen 4 PS or Xbox Series X's, which are like insanely rare to find. And they actually had a bunch of the S's, which most people want to get that anyways, because most people I think they realized, well, not just it's cheaper. There's nothing worth trying to run 4K.
Yeah, it's not on a console anyway. Yeah, no, it's not.
So everybody's just like, wait, just get a Series X or S, and then like you save it's like $150 or something like that.
Like every game cheap. I play on PS5, I play on performance mode because it's not worth playing on graphics mode. I'd rather have the smoother experience at 60 FPS than fucking 15 FPS with better graphics. Like,
and I'm just gonna put this out. Like, I did performance mode on Miles Morales Spider-Man. That game looked fucking amazing.
It still had ray tracing though, didn't it?
Yeah, it had ray tracing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In performance mode. I was like, that's crazy. Those look good.
Yeah.
And HDR and all that shit, but bro, it was sick. I don't know. But so anyways, yeah, for Xboxes, like, you know, people are getting Series S's because that's technically not only the better deal price wise, but just better because you're not going to utilize the 4K.
Touching on what you said with the the chip thing, I actually did write down a quote from Nintendo themselves. Nintendo believes acquiring and utilizing this land will carry an important role on reinforcing its R&D.
Yeah, they're just building chips at their own.
Yep,
that's what that means.
Yep.
The other thing too, if they do something like this, all right. So if they have their own factory to create new stuff locally, they don't ever have to wait for a company to create stuff for them, because what happens is like Nintendo will put out like specs they need, right? And they're like, hey, we need kind of specs for this, and the company goes out and they're like, okay, we have produced this thing to the specs that you want, right? And then they ship it back, and then they have to like test to make sure that would work, and they test their actual product they're trying to make, and they're like, man, that didn't really work out, we need to change specs a little bit. When you have to outsource it over and over again, because we used to have a machine shop for like where I used to work at, and that was so annoying when we had to outsource it takes literally forever, so the development cycle is insanely long.
That's also why they delay games too. Like 16 got delayed because they had to wait for a third party thing, because a lot of people think that like, oh, they're making the game in-house, that means that they're doing everything. No, they're still outsource certain things like making trees or buildings, or they outsource it to other companies. Like the grunt work, they don't do that shit. They hire other people to do that shit. You know the fucking door and remake that you all hated so much? That was Crystal Dynamics. Like, that wasn't just like Square Enix in-house CBU one. That was outsourced bullshit, you know? So like,
it's just one of those things where like, if you have it in-house, especially with Nintendo trying to do a bunch of stuff, but like it takes them a long time to like for their level of quality they want to have, because like I can never say that Nintendo releases shit products like that are bad quality.
Yeah, no.
Like even with the
Joy-Con, the Joy-Con. I was going right to the Joy-Con.
Like, I have like 9 or I have like 10 Joy-Cons, and I haven't had drift in a single one of them. I got like yellow ones.
I wish I
had the red and blues. I got the grays. I got the freaking teal and green. Like I collect. I like the colors, so I collect them all.
I think the problem is here, chat, that he collects them and doesn't play with them enough.
I do play with them. Oh, this is true. Yeah, see, even I mix match them. Look, see, like right here, I got the yellow with
it's Kirby.
The orange ones. Kirby, yeah.
Kirby's Kirby yet?
But not yet. I'm actually gonna stream that probably next week.
Nice. Oh, and then me and Junior were also talking about new job listings have apparently been revealed by Bandai Namco and they've been contracted by Nintendo to work on a remake / remaster. So it's a remake or remaster of a 3D action game. Like, so fucking from Nintendo, that could be literally anything.
Yes.
That could be literally anything.
Because the first thing we did was like, we looked at like what Bamco games exist, right? We're like, oh, okay, let's look at all the Bamco games, and there's quite a few.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, but the listings stopped because there's a time period where it was Namco and it was Bandai, and they have their own listing of games.
Yep.
And then we were talking about it more, and I was like, bro, they got contracted to work on a thing.
Yeah, so what that means, it could be literally any game.
Beginning again.
I want it to be Kid Icarus. I want a new Kid Icarus.
Bro, you know what? I would love it. I would love Kid Icarus.
Could you imagine Kid Icarus with Breath of the Wild graphics with the fucking like the clouds the way they looked in Breath of the Wild 2? Oh my god.
You know what? You know what? I think it would be very beneficial to Nintendo. You know, like I'm gonna call it Odyssey style games. Right? It's like Mario Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
Where you have that. They just made Kirby, right?
I mean, that's what Kirby pretty much plays like, and it does so well.
And like, if they took their big IPs, right? Like Kid Icarus, that was a big one point in time. They could do a Metroid Prime like this too.
Yeah, I think they need to invest on other IPs besides just Mario and fucking Pokemon.
Yeah,
like
if they spent time to do those kinds.
Yeah, like there's so many older ones. They have fucking Star Fox. They have like the Falcons. Like, isn't that theirs? Falcon, Captain Falcon. Like,
can you imagine like a No Man's Sky style Star Fox game?
Oh my god. Oh,
and
No Man's Sky Star Fox collab win.
Bro, I say No Man's Skies like because if you guys have seen recently, I just did a patch like recently. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's called Outlaw.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
No Man's Sky is the game that Star Citizen wished they made.
Yep.
I'm just saying, I don't care. I'll get all the hate I want.
No, that one Star Fox game that they said they were gonna come out never came out, Vincent. They teased it before Switch came out, and it never came out, ever. And they never talked about it.
Which one was it called?
I forget. It's been so long. It's literally been like 6 years since they had done.
Because I got on my Wii U, I bought a Star Fox game that was bundled with a tower defense Star Fox game.
Yep, I remember that.
It was on the Wii U, and I don't know, but like that was like I don't know if that's the one that they teased. I can't remember.
Nintendo is starting to branch out though, because Live Alive never got released in the West, and Live Alive is now getting a global release, and it's coming July 22nd.
It looks dope.
If you guys don't know what Live Alive is, it's pretty much like Shaolin monks, but cool.
It's just that one person. It's that one person's story.
Yeah. And the way they do it, it seems like it's like Octopath Traveler, where there's like a couple other characters and you have their own stories, which all intertwine with each other, just like Octopath does. So
yeah. They have like a barbarian story.
Mm-hmm.
They had like that. They showed off the Shaolin.
I think there was even like a girl that looked like an idol, kind of.
Yeah.
Too.
So it was like pretty cool. Like you have a bunch of like really cool looking ones, just like ninja storylines. You got like a Naruto storyline. Like it's pretty dope. So like I can't wait to play that on the Switch. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty fun. And also it's gonna be the HD 2D game, which is I love them shits, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get sick of those. Those are so fucking good. I'm not gonna get sick of them. I hope the fucking not Breath of Fire, Jesus, the Ogre, the Tactics Ogre. Oh, dude, if Tactics Ogre is in the 2D HD style like Octopath, I'll know.
I'll be mad. Bro, be mad if it's not.
Yeah,
right.
I think it will. I think it is gonna be, because it's so popular right now. People love that shit. They're like eating it up. Even Dragon Quest 3, the remake that they're doing for it, is in that style.
Yeah, dude. You just now, dude. If we got Breath of Fire,
dude, brother. Oh no, we already got fucking what was it? Frontal Assault? What the heck is that name? Front Mission. We already got Front Mission, so maybe we will get Breath of Fire. They're doing some old ass games.
Oh, but no, what if they did like a redo? What if they did like Breath of Fire, but they did it like
trilogy?
Yeah, they could do the trilogy, but imagine if they did it a remaster, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sick. Like an actual
and do
remaster.
do it like, you know, current JRPG graphics, like Xenoblade, like Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, dude.
Breath of, bro.
That would be so sick. Don't get me excited like that.
Every time I think about Breath of Fire, I always think about the time when you go to farm. And you go to farm, and it's like, hey, this is the place where all the poor people are at. Also, watch out for the thieves. And right after it says, watch out for the thieves, they jack your money.
Yeah, you get fucking jacked up.
Oh, that sucked.
Now we're gonna kind of like touch on some miscellaneous stuff. I'm gonna try to shoot through a lot of these quickly, because we have gone for quite a bit, and we still want to do FFXIV stuff. Unreal Engine showed more studios, like a lot more studios that already switched or started developing on Unreal Engine 5. And guess who was there? Square Enix. So Square Enix and a couple other bigger companies. We saw Bandai on there too, Ubisoft. So there a lot of companies are
PSVR.
Yep. So PSVR 2 might be coming up, getting an announcement. I don't think it's going to get announced until like the end of the year or close. If it does not get announced by the end of like fall, if it doesn't get announced by fall, it's not coming out this year.
I'm pretty sure like they're going to announce it this summer.
Yeah, if they announce
like
it then it'll definitely be a holiday thing. My thing is still like the chip thing, the chip shortage.
Well, they'll probably that's why they have to announce it early. 'Cause
Yeah.
if they by fall, it's not possible.
Yeah,
But if they
no.
do at least the summertime, if they say like, "Hey guys, pre-orders go up now," you do the PlayStation
Mhm,
sign in,
mhm.
you go get yourself a VR. I think that's the only way that could work out.
Yep. Oh,
They
and
do that kind of way.
honestly, I mean, this isn't really a Nintendo game, but we were just talking about the 2D HD style. A lot of you guys know, maybe you watched my like upcoming JRPG games 2022 or 2021 that I made the last 2 years. This game called a Udin Chronicle was on there.
Yes.
And this is not the game that I talked about, because the game I talked about is a turn-based 2D HD, but like it's like a crazy 2D HD because it has like the camera shifts and it's insane. But that's not coming out till 2023. But this one is, I don't know if it's a remaster or a remake, but it is a prequel to that game. But it's going to play completely different. This is going to be an action RPG with the 2D HD style. So it's going to be Octopath, but action RPG, kind of like the older Star Ocean games, kind of like Last Hope and shit. It's going to play like that, kind of. It comes out May 10th. So next month on May 10th. I'm probably going to play that on stream just because I am very excited for the new Udin Chronicles, because that was a Kickstarter game. And it wasn't even
amazing.
Yeah, dude. It like, this is what I'm saying, man. I was watching my friend Blitz earlier. You know Blitz. He was streaming Corner Sugar, right? And we were talking about how he literally installed the new mods that they have on Nexus Mods, and they have the FPS fix. It runs at a steady 30 FPS, and they upscaled. They literally fucking modders fixed the game. Like, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I kept telling people just buy on PC, dude. They fixed the CGI. Remember I remember watching you stream it. The first time you loaded up, you saw the CGI. You're like, oh, this is kind of rough. like, yeah, the CGI was so grainy and blurry. Yeah, and this is supposed to be a remaster, dude. They didn't even run it through a fucking AI upscaler. All they had to do was press a button, and it upscales itself. That's all the modder did. The modder said on the fucking thing, all he did was run it through an AI upscaler. And all you have to do is download a patch installer. You download it to your PC, you open it up, you load the fucking game in that patch installer, and it literally fixes the game. Like, how, Square Enix, how hard is that, dude? Like, why couldn't you do that? I don't understand. It's like, so like when I see Kickstarter, that's why I like start like helping fund these companies, because honestly, some of them do better job than AAA companies, because I feel like AAA companies lately, they just don't give a fuck. They don't fucking care.
You have to remember, it is a Japanese company, and like, so here's a thing that is fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, is that they do not fire people.
Yeah.
And they will keep people forever, and no matter how much better people will come along, they won't replace them.
Yep.
So that's why, because the reason that that got even highlighted a little bit more is when the Splatoon team went to Nintendo.
Yep.
And they're all brand new developers, right? Those guys literally finished college and started working on Splatoon.
Yep.
And like, they went to Nintendo, they're like, this is so hard to work here because it's so old at Nintendo. Like, it's so old. Like, their internet is like Windows 95. Like, actually at the place, like, they have like the old ass computers. Yeah, these like all the methods that they use, like when they have like the meetings and stuff like that, they're like, who does that? That was our history lesson in program. Like, who does that anymore? Like, people don't do code. Like, what the fuck?
Old people.
Like, they were like tweeting about it, and like, they would have like posts about it all the time. Like, if you ever want to have an interesting time, just go read Splatoon teams like struggles, because they're all new programmers and they work at Nintendo, and they're like, this is pain, because it's just they don't want to change.
No, they don't. Like, no, they're stubborn.
So yeah, that's why you get like sometimes certain stuff like from you'll see it'll be like great, right? Because there's like, they keep with the fundamental things. Like, so some of like the JRPG games are so good because they stay with the fundamentals. They don't go off too much, right? Because they're like, this works. This always works. And then like some of the technical stuff, graphics is technical.
Yep.
Stuff like that. This is not all the way there. And it's just like.
It's like in Pokemon, prime example of a company that needs to change the way that they do things, because they still think that they cater to like kids, but they really don't. Kids these days, Minecraft, Roblox. You see that crazy fucking Roblox game that just came out?
Yeah, you saw the mod for that? It looks
Yeah,
crazy.
I was
I
like,
was
what the
watching
hell?
Rufflegator play that.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, what the hell?
We have it on the list here. There's a fucking Sonic game in the Roblox engine, and it's actually backed by Sega. So like, bruh,
Sega doesn't. Bro, Sega is surviving. Okay, they will
they
sell to anybody.
are
They
they
don't give
are
a
dude.
shit.
Dude, remember they sold to Xbox when they had the Phantasy Star Online 2. I think it was 2019
Yeah.
E3 they announced that, and then now they're just doing everything again. Oh
Oh,
man.
speaking of that, I don't know if we had this on this list, but right now, Activision shareholders are urging all of them
Oh
to
yeah.
vote
It's
against
on the list
merging
with
with
Microsoft. Yeah.
Microsoft,
Yeah, because
which is crazy.
you know why? It's because of what
It's
Phil
undervalued.
Spencer, is that what Phil Spencer, right? Yeah, it's what Phil
Yeah.
Spencer said on an interview, that he's like
Yeah.
pretty much was talking shit about the it was like
Well,
talking
yeah.
trash about the company because I mean of what was
He bought it
going
for so
on.
cheap.
Yeah.
But he bought it like way undervalued
Yeah.
because of the fact that like there's so much stuff that was going on bad in Activision. Nobody wants to have that. And he's like,
No.
yeah, I'll take it off your guys' hands.
No.
For like
And they
mad
have
cheap.
another lawsuit right now. Another
Yeah.
one. Another
Mhm.
one.
Another one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So that's the thing.
Yep, that's on the
Pretty
list
weird.
too. Real quick, I just want to go over a couple of fast things. You guys know Distortion, speedrunner for Sekiro, and he's been breaking every fucking record on Elden Ring, literally breaking his own
That's
record because no
crazy.
one else can touch him. He literally got the Elden Ring record down to 6 minutes and 59 seconds now, which is
Monster.
fucking insane. They're gonna have to do different like patches or something for like the speed runs, different sections, because that's just crazy. Yeah. In like another patch, you're never gonna be able to get that ever again. Ever.
Like they need to fix. So what they need to do is they need to do what Dead Cells does. So Dead Cells. So my friend Rex to me is a Dead Cell. I think he's finally stopped speedrunning, but like he literally is like since the beginning of the game until like literally like last year.
Yep.
He held every single record in Dead Cells.
Yep.
But like the way they do it, and same thing Terraria does the same thing, where like they do it by the patch. So like they'll be like, hey, it's a 1.1 patch, a 1.7 patch, 1. Whatever. And like that's how they will do the speedruns by. So I think like the way Elden Ring is going, and every time they see the speedruns, they patch the shit that the speedrunners are abusing to fix the game. So what the speedrunners are gonna have to start doing, or like speedrun.com and whatnot, they're gonna have to do it by patch, dude.
Yeah, they have to. There's just no way.
He's gonna hold the record
You can't just do glitchless. You can't just section it as glitchless or what's the
80%.
name of the any percent, or there's a new one for it. What the hell is the name of those stupid things? Remembrances. They have a like all remembrances run too, but it's like so like speedrunners, like I don't want to say real speedrunners, but they're not trying to do a glitch one because they know it's going to get patched, and it's like a bullshit. It's like a bullshit speedrun because like once that gets patched, no one's ever going to be able to get it again, so it's not even fair. So they're just doing the remembrance one. A lot of the speedrunners, I think it's like at like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that right now.
Do like any percent. They'll have any percent glitchless, and then any percent like there's like
or put it by month or something. If you can't do it by patch, do like a monthly thing or like refresh it every month or something. I don't know.
It's like it only happens in games where they like patch everything. But that's crazy though. It's like 6 minutes 59 seconds.
It's a single player game too, so you it wouldn't be bad if they didn't patch it, but they patch it because of the PvP portion of the game. So it's like it's fucked.
That's pretty cool.
Couple of small things. Scarlet Nexus shipments and digital sales top 1 million. So they did hit 1 million sales, which is for a new JRPG, like very niche new IP. That's very good. 1 million sales for a brand new IP JRPG, which is still not as popular in the West as some people think it is. Yeah, it's pretty good. Capcom Fighting Collection launches on June 24th, 2022. You can pre-order it now and get a combo of bonuses, including new music tracks and illustrations with the pre-order purchase. So you guys can pre-order it now if you guys are into the Capcom Collection.
I gotta request my copy.
Yeah, I gotta do the same thing because I used to love the Capcom games. Cyberpunk 2077's upcoming expansion has been delayed into 2023, and they said to please stay tuned because there's a lot more coming for Cyberpunk, and more details will be available this year. we'll see. I guess the game works good now. I think they're thinking of dropping the whole multiplayer thing that they were going to do.
I don't think they should do.
I don't think they should do the multiplayer either. It's literally going to shoot themselves in the foot. Just do the expansion you're going to do and focus on The Witcher 4 and make sure that's not shit when it comes out, or that will literally be the nail in your coffin.
Yeah,
like
I think
that,
Witcher 4 is their last chance.
Yeah, like that will literally be the nail in the coffin. Like, oof. It would be like if Bethesda launched 3 games in a row that were like Fallout 76. You know? Yeah. Like, moving on. I don't know if you saw the Call of Duty Season 3 trailer, but apparently
Godzilla?
Yeah, they fucking teased Godzilla, dude. Because they play the horn from Godzilla. I was like, what the hell, dude? So that means Godzilla's literally going to show up and destroy the map or something halfway through the match, dude. That's sick.
It's just like
I actually kind of want to play. I kind of want to play now. Oh, yeah, by the way, we did confirm that PUBG Global also does have the Nier collab.
Yes.
So if you guys, you can even gender bender. You can be a male with 2B's outfit. So if you're interested in that. Some Astolfo ass shit, you know.
That's just like Final Fantasy 14 has the same thing.
Yep. What I talked about earlier, Sonic Speed Simulator is an official Sonic the Hedgehog game being backed by Sega and is coming to Roblox platforms.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Smart.
And that's on everything. That's on tablets, that's on phones, that's on consoles, PC. Like,
actually,
I might play that.
Speaking of Sonic, Sonic 2 came out in movie theaters, and it's actually now Jim Carrey's best
box office thing. Yep, I just saw that yesterday. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, because he's done a lot of movies. The Mask, No, or whatever was that new movie called? No, or Yes Man, or whatever.
Okay, Dumb and Dumber was, like, took over the world.
Yeah,
Me, Myself, Irene. Like, there's so many movies that are just like, these are good. Liar. The Liar was great. Did he do a Truman Show?
Yeah, I think he did too. Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, like, Ace Ventura. He's done so much shit. My favorite that he's ever done is The Mask. Smoking.
Somebody stop. I fucking love that shit, bro.
When he put the mask on the dog, dude.
Oh, dude, yes. Dude. And then they made a cartoon on Cartoon Network after that. I love that.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, wasn't it?
No, they actually made The Mask.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did. They did.
I'm that old.
Yeah, same. Speaking of CD Projekt Red, they revealed that Cyberpunk 2077 has sold more than 18 million copies, and The Witcher actually just surpassed 40 million. That doesn't surprise me, because The Witcher is on sale like every other month for $5 now.
Is always on sale.
So like they sold 40 million, but bro, they're not making a lot of money from those sales, because like I literally bought the complete edition for $5, which is all DLC. The Game of the Year edition is probably $150 edition for $5.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I don't know how much money they're making from that. What else we got here?
They're just trying to milk it as much as they can.
Speaking of movies, Ghost of Tsushima movie got announced. And the writer they got is actually insane, so I'm definitely gonna see that. I don't know why they didn't cast the actual like voice actor for the guy. Did you see his picture? Like, he literally looks just like him. And I guess he did the motion capture for Ghost and everything. That's cool. I'm like,
the weird part is they probably typecasted somebody, and they're like, wait, we're doing this, let's go get this one person, I'm gonna get him his gig. You know, that's usually how it works. So you know, it would have been better. But you know.
Overwatch 2 trailer shows how the series' first black female character, Sojourn, came to be involved with Overwatch, with her story being directly linked to Soldier 76. I watched a trailer yesterday, very briefly. It's very short. It doesn't really explain much, but you might be seeing more of her, because I think Overwatch 2 is still. They did say they were going to have one in late April beta, but they haven't really said shit. So I think it's still next week, but they're not really like pushing it on social media. Yeah.
Well, I think what happened is, remember, so like Gundam Evolution.
Did you see? Oh, that's one thing we got to talk about. You see what happened to the fucking what's it called? Battle
Operations 2.
Operations 2, dude. Holy shit. They canceled it.
Yeah, no,
They
they
canceled the
had to
whole
push-
test. What?
Yeah,
It went
they're gonna do
live
another
for an
test.
hour. I was watching X-Ray.
Yeah.
He couldn't even finish the tutorial. And then when he did, it wiped all his data, so he had to start it over. And then when he went to go play again, they released a tweet saying that they canceled the test and they're gonna do it again at a later time. I think that game's dead. Like,
well, like the game, so like Battle Operations 2, just for people that are not familiar.
so like a 4-year-old game.
It's like a 4-year-old game that was on PS3.
Three, yeah.
No, it was PS4, and then they ported it
Was
over
it?
to PS5.
I thought it was on the
they made a
360.
PS5 version.
Was it on the 360?
That's Battle
No,
Operations 1.
no, it was on Xbox One. Yeah.
Battle Operations 1. So like they had made BO2. They put it out, like it's like 4 years old now. Then last year they ported it to PS5, and like the game is like hella far into it now. And then they were like, "Hey, we're gonna release an older version of the game with Sazabi. No, it's not Sazabi, but like to have a whole bunch of older characters. They're gonna put it on PC." Okay, like if you like Mech Warrior games, that game you'll feel at home, kind of. It's like that kind of pace. They're just it's because Bandai got full rights of Gundam, so expect like every Gundam to come out.
Yep.
like on PC.
So like on Gundam Evolution, they could literally bring any Gundam character in that game.
Everything.
That's gonna be crazy. I can't wait.
I'm actually
I don't think it's gonna be big in esports, but I think it's going to be big on Steam, if that makes sense. Like I think on Twitch and Steam, it'll be very popular because it's free. And the beta ran really fucking good for a closed beta. For how many people were playing it, like it ran really good. I mean, besides us getting disconnect issues, but I think X-Ray barely ever disconnected. I think it was just JBZ that was having issues. I don't know.
JBZ's in Hawaii, so
yeah, it might have been like he was too far away from our. I don't know. Maybe the European servers work better for him, I guess, or the Asian server. Yeah, Asia's closer to him than we are.
He's right there.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of what we were talking about earlier, the whole Activision shareholder thing. I'll touch it since it's right here. SOC Investment Group has urged Activision shareholders to vote against the Microsoft acquisition, claiming it doesn't properly value the company. Activision Blizzard investors are set to vote for or against the proposed takeover in a special meeting of stockholders on April 28th. The deal cannot go ahead unless the proposal to adopt the merger agreement is approved by the affirmative vote of the holders of a majority of the Activision Blizzard shares. So if literally the heads of the company of Activision, the shareholders, say, fuck that shit, we're not merging with them, then they don't get, Microsoft does not get Activision. So that means all you motherfuckers talking shit saying, oh, Call of Duty is going to be Xbox exclusive. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Not that anyone cares because, I mean, Call of Duty hasn't been good in a long fucking time. They needed anti-cheat before anything else, you know? But they can't get that
couldn't
right.
afford it. All those lawsuits are.
Speaking of affording, they also, Activision Blizzard has appointed a new chief diversity, equity, and inclusion officer who wants to increase the number of women and non-binary employees by 50%. So there's that. I think that's a way of them trying to save face, but I think it's a little bit too late.
They have to change also some staff internally. Since, I mean, if you just if you hire more women and there's still the people that are predatory there
against the women, then all you're doing is putting them in danger.
Why'd you do that?
Oh man, I think Activision's done for, dude.
So weird.
And then a lot of people may not like this news because I know a lot of people are actually looking forward to this. The League of Legends MMO may never be released, according to the game's executive producer. But he remains optimistic. Yeah. Speaking on Twitter, the same way he announced the game in December 2022. So before 2020, sorry. Before you guys say, oh, I mean, it's just a tweet. That's literally how he announced that they were working on the game, was on Twitter. Executive producer of the MMO project at Riot Games, Greg Street, said, there's no guarantee this game will ship. Street later clarified that this is largely the case with any game, though. Until a game ships, you don't know if it will ship. He told a fan, we wouldn't be dedicating so much time to it if we thought the chance of shipping was low. So there's still a chance that the game's going to come out, but I don't think it's going to come out anytime soon if they're talking that. If they're talking like that, that's a long time from now.
It's gonna be like, I remember WoW, which was, I think if I remember correctly, it was called Project Titan.
Yes.
Um, it was like we were still on like Windows 97
Yeah.
when they announced it. I think it
Yeah.
came out in like Windows 2000 and like over like Vista or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's when it finally came out. Like that's how, like that's a long ass time. Like it was such a long time. And like a lot of people forget MMOs, especially because there's, you have to remember that there's like all the environments, all the characters, all the cutscenes,
They
all
are
the
the
side quests, all
most
the main quests.
expensive games to make, 100%.
That's why they have to be subscription.
Yep.
Like they have to be.
And that's
Otherwise
why
they
a
just
lot
die.
of the ones that aren't subscription die.
Yeah, really fast.
Yeah. So
But still, Windows XP. Oh, yeah, it's true. That's right.
yeah.
Windows XP is when WoW finally released.
Yeah, actually, wait, wasn't it on
97.
98? I thought it was on 98.
You could play it on 98.
I could have sworn that WoW was out on 98. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Somebody will look it up. They'll tell us. But yeah. So like the development time, because since they just announced it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't expecting it anywhere in the next like 5 to 8 years, like, at least.
No.
The funny thing is, we'll probably get this before we get Kingdom Hearts
4. Honestly, though, I think that 2025, 2026 is when we see Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, and if it's 2025, it's late 2025. Late. Fuck. Listen. I know, because you're thinking how Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 both took like 10 fucking years to come out. They don't do that
13.
anymore. 13. Yeah, sorry. 13 years. But they don't really do that anymore. Yo, Philip, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, they don't really do that anymore. I don't know. I think 2025, late 2025, maybe 2026 for Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think any sooner than that at all. I don't think remake's gonna come out until late 2023 or 2024, to be honest, the way it's going. Especially if they transfer everything to Unreal Engine 4, which they are making it seem like it's very easy to do. At Unreal Engine 5, sorry. They are making it seem like it's very easy to do, but I don't think that I don't think it's coming out until 2024. Yeah, we're talking about some Kingdom Hearts 4 and pretty much just a bunch of gaming news in general. A lot of stuff with Activision and Blizzard, Epic, all that good stuff. How's it going, Peter?
So Warcraft was 94 and WoW came out in 2004.
Oh wow. Okay, so maybe it was Warcraft I was thinking of. It was probably Warcraft.
That's 10 years.
Also, Beamdog, the studio best known for remastering 90s BioWare classic like Baldur's Gate. They officially revealed their next project, and it's definitely not an RPG. Instead, Beamdog is making Myth Force. You guys are gonna love this, all right? All the old heads in here are gonna love this. A first-person roguelite meant to evoke the spirit of Saturday morning cartoons, launching into early access next week. The new title draws inspiration from 80s animated classics like Dragon's Lair, Thundercats, and He-Man, and is being built in Unreal Engine, with characters who steadily level up and gain new abilities as they explore procedurally generated maps. Sorry. So next week, you're going to be able to sign up for early access on Steam and play this game if you want.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Fucking Jay, I just coomed. Dude,
it reminds me,
when I was writing this on the docket, I coomed a little bit. I was like, bruh.
It reminds me of Broforce.
Wait, what does he say?
Yeah.
Oh no, I forgot.
I have the power.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Also, we did talk about last week how Sony did have their Project Spartacus finally get announced, and it's pretty much just PlayStation Premium, and they're gonna combine it with PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus. But they Sony and Nintendo have agreed to update guidelines pertaining to their respective online subscription services following an investigation into auto renewal practices by the Competition and Markets Authority. Remember last week we were talking about the little glitch you could do to buy like fucking like 5 years worth of the new Game Pass that's coming out before it even comes out and get half off. Yeah, they figured it out. It's too late though. I already got 4 years worth.
It wasn't just no, that wasn't even like the thing. It was like they had an investigation at Microsoft for Xbox Live because Xbox Live will charge no matter what.
Yeah, they do the automatic renewal all the time, no matter what.
No
Yeah.
notification, nothing.
Yeah, nope.
Because at least like it's a subscription law. Like you have to tell you at least.
Nintendo also did that a long time ago, I believe, too, and people were really pissed about that. But now they did change that already. But that's pretty much what this is. Sony and Nintendo altered their business practice to make it that it's off, and you guys have to physically go and turn it on if you want to have auto renew, because sometimes kids get into their into the systems and do shit with their parents' credit cards all the time, and then you'll be like, why the fuck is there $500 in V-Bucks in my card?
Yeah.
So yeah. Epic Games
subscription to V-Bucks. Just having
subscription to V-Bucks, dude. I feel like it's gonna come one day. What's gonna happen? Too bad. Epic Games has invested into Wonderbox, the adventure maker, and Horizon Chase developer Quiris, as well as entered into a multi-game publishing agreement for future unannounced multi-platform games, the company announced. They said, "We are thrilled to work with Epic Games," said Quiris CEO Mauricio Langoni. That's definitely an Italian name. In a press release. It's a strong endorsement of what Quiris has built so far, and we can't wait to show the world what we are working on together. Epic's publishing power and close collaboration with us on tech, business intelligence, and product development will help us boost the quality and the reach of our titles. Epic Games head of third-party publishing Hector Sanchez, who will also join Quiris board of directors, added Quiris will not only have a keen eye for quality gaming experiences, but have demonstrated great artistic and technical capabilities with their utilization of Unreal Engine in their products. We're honored to have this opportunity to strengthen our relationship with one of the premier studios in the growing and important Latin American development scene. Oh, I was right, Latin American. What games do Quiris do? I have literally, I'm gonna have to look this up because I've literally never heard of that company before. I probably should have looked this up beforehand, but
nah.
Do they do Korea's Game Studio? They do so they do sports games. They've done a soccer game. Rocket. Oh damn, what the heck? Yeah, they've done a lot of weird games. It's funny how they talk them up like they've done so many. They've done a Tasmanian Devil Looney Tunes like World of Mayhem game. So I feel like whatever they work on is going to be kind of cartoony, I guess. Oh, I see the game they're talking about right here, Horizon Chase. It's literally a racing game, but it kind of plays like Burnout Paradise.
Okay. You know what they do? They make games that look like they're on like Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
that's Gumball.
Yeah,
Gumball game.
Yep. Oh, okay. The last new like big thing that we touched on a little bit too was
Brazilian.
Huh? Oh, they're Brazilian.
Yeah, they're in Brazil.
I'm almost Brazilian. I'm Portuguese. Same thing. No Man's Sky has a massive new update called Outlaws. In Outlaws No Man's Sky 3.85 update, players can recruit their own squadron of pilots and become interstellar rebels. You can literally be pirates. It's literally One Piece in space. It's literally One Piece in space. It kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of makes me want to download it.
Dude, No Man's Sky, like a lot of people always remember like the initial release. Like that game has it's like a Final Fantasy 14. It's come so far.
Honestly, yeah, they kind of had like a redemption arc now. It's crazy.
But nobody talks about it. It's just like one of those things where it's like some people know about it. Like I keep it with it. Weirdly enough, I follow a No Man's Sky like Facebook group. So I'm in there and like I see all the stuff they post on there. I'm like, dude, this game is crazy. Like I'm just living through other people. It's great.
Like, yeah, like play it. Apparently you and your friends can literally just be pirates and like steal people's shit. That's so fucking cool, dude.
You literally flag yourself red.
It's like what you said earlier. It's literally what Star Citizen wishes that they could be. It's like Citizen is never gonna. Star Citizen is a fucking scam, dude.
It is the biggest scam in gaming.
Like,
bro, I feel bad. I have a friend. When Star Citizen dropped, he dropped 10K. Like the initial announcement, he's like, "Oh, it sounds amazing." He's like, he bought a brand new PC at the time. That was like a 1080 like Ti like build. Wait, like, yes, I'll be able to run Star Citizen, right?
It's buggy as hell. What's buggy as hell, Spartan? No Man's Sky. Oh, okay. Well,
hasn't.
I mean, the update literally just came out yesterday. So, I mean, obviously there's probably going to be some issues. It's probably not going to run
Because
like
it was massive.
yeah, like and not to mention the number of people probably that came back to try to play the game. Like their servers were probably overloaded. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no. It's like he ended up putting like 10K into the game, and then he's just like, like kept on just putting on money. I think he's like 30K deep now. At this point, since he
Jesus.
Star Citizen, because
Bruh.
it's like one of those ongoing Kickstarters, and that company has made more money than Genshin.
Invest in a fucking NFT instead. You probably have better fucking chance.
Yeah.
Holy shit. At least you
Like,
get something
holy
out of it.
crap,
Or invest in
dude.
stocks or something. Jesus Christ.
Something. Dude, 30K? You could have you could have bought a crazy house. I've been a down payment for a crazy ass house.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That's
And,
crazy.
mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
Not a game that hasn't come out.
Pretty sure that was everything.
I think I got most things on the docket. But like yeah.
Yeah, I think I got everything.
Oh, we have mobile games.
Yeah. That's what I was just checking. We did everything else before we went there. Obviously, we're going to be talking about FFXIV after, but I mean, we're going to go into FFXIV after the stream's done. We're going to be hosting a tournament. So if you guys are hanging out watching, if you guys do play FFXIV or used to play it and you want to come back and fight us, they do have custom games in FFXIV. We are going to be hosting like a tournament. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. If people like it, then we'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do an actual like tournament setup where we literally have a screen and show your guys' names, and we'll have like a setup thing in our Discord or one of our Discords where you guys can set sign up for the event.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a Google Doc like I used to do for SDS.
Yeah, so people like watching right now, we're gonna do it after the stream or just the podcast, and people listening, we'll probably be doing it this Friday coming up also.
Yes. Well, no, not this Friday coming up because I'll be at PAX.
Oh,
Junior will be doing it. I will not.
I'll be doing it. Yeah, I'll be doing it this Friday again.
His link is in the description, so you guys can go to his channel and do it.
Apparently, you could Google image Junior Chill. You can Google image Legions Gaming. You can Google image Vincente.
Dude, even Jill came up on my thing when I put, and it said Legions Gaming under her name. I was so confused. I was like, what is this? I'm gonna look.
And you find me on all of these people's Twitch pages.
Is it still on my Instagram?
Google's doing work for me. Thank you so much.
I can't even show it, but yeah, dude, it's so weird, dude. I was like, fuck, I saw Vincente put it and he Googled his name. I'm like, why is Junior on there?
Exactly.
And then I was like, I'm curious. So I did it myself, and Junior and Jill was there, but under his name said Junior, but under her name it said Legions. I was like, why does my name pop up under her picture? That makes no sense. I was so confused. Because I'm a tier 3 sub? I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. I did. It's okay. I'm a tier 3 sub to a couple people. Even you.
Wait,
I'm about to unsub now, fucker.
No, I thought that was Evo was a tier 3 sub.
No, I am too. Remember, I wanted the emotes.
I only have one though.
Huh? I know.
Maybe it was a one-time tier 3 sub.
It might have been a one-time.
I was like, I only have one tier 3 sub right now.
Get shit on. Honkai Star Rail beta test has started. I can say that. I can't say anything else.
That's it.
But has started. So it may be coming out soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent, the mobile game, which is the prequel
6 weeks.
to 6 weeks. But on JP, they just revealed a new character that uses a lance, and he's fucking broken. I don't know his name because I don't speak Japanese, and they didn't say it in the text. So I don't speak it, so I don't know. But he looks busted. So it's something to look forward to when he comes out in global. When I see him, I'm gonna recognize his face. I'm pulling him because he literally was countering, and I recognize those pixels, those HD pixels. What is FFXIV? You about to learn today, Jay? When I slap those booty cheeks in RTA. And Yeast 6 Online was only in Japan for like 2 or 3 years. But it's finally localized in English by VNG Games. And it's going to be coming out soon, apparently. So it doesn't play like typical gacha. It plays like an MMORPG, which is weird. But yeah, it's going to be an MMORPG for Yeast. And the
like Ragnarok mobile.
Yep.
it'll be like
Nino no Kuni mobile is going to be coming to global soon too, and it's going to be also the same. It's going to be a MMORPG as well. Tower of Fantasy closed beta. I am going to be playing it on Sunday. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but they emailed me saying that they pushed it to. They didn't push it to Sunday, but they pushed it to midnight instead of like 6 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm not going to stay up till fucking midnight to stream it. I'll just wake up early and stream it, do a long stream of Tower of Fantasy. But I did want to touch on that quickly. I don't know if you heard about what happened and why it did so bad in China. I did some research today. Apparently, they plagiarized the fuck out of Honkai. Like bad, like really bad, like blatantly bad. And they even copied one of their trailers was literally a direct copy. Remember that thing we seen from someone copying the a mobile game, a Korean game copying Final Fantasy 14?
Yep.
Right? They literally did the same thing with another random mobile game, and they copied the entire trailer. So yeah, it was really bad. They were like saying that they outsourced it to a different company and they didn't have the time to check a 2-minute fucking trailer for a massive game that they're doing. But
they're working on it for like well over a year.
Yeah.
They didn't have time for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was yeah.
It wasn't just that. It was like the fact that like right when the game came out, they had that new law where kids couldn't play more than an hour.
And it was very buggy. There's a lot of problems. Every review I kept seeing was this game was not ready to come out. But
it came out like probably 5-6 months too early.
Yeah, and now global is 5-6 months later, and they have massive changes compared to the China version. I think a lot of Chinese companies are just giving up on mobile games in China because even the mobile games are like, hey, you can only play 3 hours a day. Like, it's like it's so bad for business. Like, why would you even
like
want to?
I think One Piece, what's it called? Fighting Path, right? Like they changed it to the point where like you can only play 45 minutes because they want to make sure that they don't get because they get in trouble. The companies
the companies get like they can get sued. Yeah, they can get sued. Like they can literally be taken down.
So don't ask me how, but somehow I played Fighting Path and it only let me play 45 minutes.
Somehow we both. Oh, you played after that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's too much work.
They literally gave me a 45-minute.
I wanted to play the Digimon one so bad, but they literally ask you for a Chinese ID. And there's, we know the ways around it, but like, I was like, I don't want to go through all that bullshit just to play for fucking 3 hours and then not be able to play it.
And then ever again, like for a week. That's
it's so stupid.
We'll see how like those things come out. One thing you don't have on here, but I know about it, is a mana game is dropping on mobile.
Oh, Secret of Mana, in like a week.
In 3 weeks.
3 weeks,
So it's like 3 weeks.
Isn't it at the beginning of May? I thought it was like May 10th or something. May 7th or some shit like that.
Well, I think it's on the 26th. They're closing their launch
pre-reg.
No, they're doing a giveaway.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
So they're doing that, and then they're gonna launch the game. Like, I don't know if the launch is happening during the end of that contest or whatnot, but like, literally expect within the next 3 weeks that Legend of the Mana is dropping, and the art in that game.
Isn't it Secret of Mana? Or is it Legend of Mana? He's like, they're all the fucking same.
Oh, they're the same, yeah, because there's both Secret and Legend of Mana. They're doing a Mana mobile game.
Then there's also another mobile game, or I don't know if it's the same one, Echoes of Mana too. There's so fucking many.
Oh, that's one. It's
Echoes of Mana, right? Yeah,
Echoes of Mana. So they're doing Echoes of Mana, and it shows all the main characters from all the other Mana games. Like, and like they're if you pre-register for the game, you get Prim.
Did you see what Jay said?
Nah. Man of these news.
Remember when he said he had like fucking so many mats and he was gonna run?
Okay, this is why we can't stream this shit live. But anyways, for viewers or for listeners, Jay.
Did you just die? He died, chat. He died. Jay doxed his ass, dude. Oh man, hold on. Jay, what'd you do? Oh shit, hold up. Oh my god, Jay, what did you do? Jay doxed your ass, dude.
What the hell has happened?
I don't know. Did you stream end?
Yeah.
That's so dog shit.
Anyways. Yeah, so he was, you know, like, oh, I got so many mats, nothing will ever happen. That's bad, la 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 la, right? And then
Yeah. But yeah. Jay, I told you, man. It's so funny. He's like, I got 30,000 fucking claws from Wyvern. I was like, that ain't shit. He literally, I think he wasted 9K trying to make a ring, and he still didn't make anything after 9K.
oh,
After
Lord.
9K mats and wasting 5 million gold. Nothing. We're back.
We're back.
F.
Hi.
I hate it here. Yeah, so Echoes of Mana does come out in 3 weeks. Also, I have a very good feeling that Ever Crisis is going to be announced this month. Don't ask me why. I have a feeling that Ever Crisis at the end of this month is going to be announced. He's writing it down. He's like, I'm gonna remember this.
I'm trying to take a picture of your face and then draw a clown face on it.
Oh man, dude, they have to. Like, it's been so long. They said early 2022. So like, bro, where the fuck is it at? Just give us a date. Give us a pre-reg. Give me something. The fuck? All these other Square Enix games are getting closed betas and shit. Where the fuck is ours?
I have a note, so you know I'm gonna draw.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. The 16th, I believe 16th, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 16th. The 16th episode of the Gaming Sanctum podcast. If you guys are here live, we are going to be doing a FFXIV tournament that we're going to be hosting ourselves on both of our channels. You guys feel free to come on in and load up your FFXIV account if you haven't logged in a while or you play all the time. If you guys want to shit on us real quick or shit on each other, we will be hosting a tournament-style custom matches for FFXIV. And if you guys did enjoy the podcast, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a review if you're on Spotify. Thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it. And turn on the notification bell to be notified as soon as these episodes go up. We do have some reactions coming up soon because we are going to be getting State of Play probably the beginning of May or middle of May-ish. Probably another Nintendo one soon too. And then again, just reiterating, next Friday I will not be here, so we will not be able to do the podcast on Friday live. We will instead be doing it Monday live, and we will be uploading the podcast on YouTube and Spotify later during the day. So it'll probably be out in the afternoon instead of the morning. If you guys want to catch it in the morning, you'll have to watch it live on our stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. Junior's busy trying to draw a clown on my face. I think he's literally doing it. Is this going to be done in time? I
mean,
tried.
if you keep on talking,
I tried stalling as much as I could.
Also, what other game shows are coming up? We might have a pack. We're gonna
PAX
might
East.
have a PAX we got going on.
I am going to be streaming it live with my DSLR camera. So if you guys want to see me vlog the entire, which I will be going behind closed doors to these games that aren't out yet, and I have some appointments scheduled with these game devs, and some of them are pretty cool games that have not been announced yet that I will be able to record footage and talk about and live stream. So that'll be cool if you guys want to check it out. I don't know how often I'll be interacting with chat, because I will be, talking to devs or meeting people that, I know online. There's a couple people I know, other content creators that are going to be there. I'm going to be meeting up with them, etc., stuff like that. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on my Twitch channel, Legions Gaming. I'm going to need you to send me that. What? You didn't even make me look like, you made me look like it, bro. Why'd you make me look like Pennywise? What the fuck?
We can't always choose the kind of clown we're going to be,
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'm a psycho clown.